People are divided into two categories. The first type is the one who decided to go with the flow. They don't believe much in the power of will and live an average life. But the second group take everything in their hands and decide to live a different life. A life that's not necessarily destined for them, but they will create that life with their blood and sweat. Everyone falls under one of these categories. Superior people aren't necessarily on the Forbes billionaires list. It could be anyone from your chemistry teacher back in school to an entrepreneur who's trying to solve another problem. But it's certainly a path that everyone should take or at least strive to. But to find out how to become a superior person, we have to understand what makes these individuals different. What are the signs that you are a superior man? This video is going to be based on the book The Way of Superior Man by David Deida. If you want to become a superior person, then you have to read that book. But in this video, I'm going to give you the most important lessons and you will find out if you fit the description of the superior man. So give this video a thumbs up and let's start with the first one. Number 1. Stop hoping for a completion of anything in life. Remember when you were a kid, there were a lot of things you wanted to do. You wanted to become a singer, a basketball star, an astronaut, but only when you finish school and grow up. Once you grow up and get into college, you realize that you have no time for such things. You have to go to classes, work on assignments, and get a part-time job to pay the bills. So you come up with a brilliant plan. Let me finish college first, and once I graduate, I will finally do what I wanted to do. It's just a few years. Once you graduate, you realize that there aren't many things you can do because you have to find a job. So your next strategy is, let me find a job first and then I'm gonna do what I always wanted to do. Once you find a job, you come across a girl who absolutely blows your mind. She's so beautiful that you can't think of anything else other than her. So you come up with another brilliant strategy. I guess by now you already know what that brilliant strategy is. And that's the problem with most people. They believe that one day they will run out of problems and they will finally enjoy life. Let me tell you a secret. It is never going to be over, so stop waiting for the good stuff. As of now, spend maybe an hour a day doing whatever you are waiting to do until your finances are more secure, or until children have grown up and left home, or until you have finished your obligations and you feel free to do what you really want to do. Don't wait any longer. Don't believe in the myth of one day when everything will be different. Do what you love to do. What are you waiting to do? What you have been born to do now. Number 2. Your purpose must come before your relationship. Here's what a lot of men don't understand about women. Most women believe that if they are going to do what woman wants them to do, if they are going to please the woman they like, they are going to have a happy, successful relationship. But that's not how women think. Women are not usually attracted by what you have or what you can do for them. They're emotional, irrational creatures. They choose a man based on how attractive their lives are. The moment you make your relationship your first priority, you're no longer interesting. Your mission is your priority. Unless you know your mission and you have aligned your life to it, your core will feel empty. Your presence in the world will be weakened as your presence with your woman. The next time you notice yourself giving in to your woman, postponing your mission and denying your true purpose in order to spend time with her, stop. Tell your woman that you love her, but you cannot deny your heart's purpose. Tell her that you will spend 30 minutes or some specific time with her in absolute attention and total presence, but then you must return to carry on your mission. Your woman will be fulfilled with 30 minutes a day of undivided attention than she will with a few hours of your weak, divided presence when your heart really isn't into it. The time you spend with your woman should be the time you really want to be with her more than anything else. If you would rather be doing something else, she will feel it, and both of you will be dissatisfied. Number 3. Never change your mind just to please a woman. When you change your opinion just to please a woman, you are going to become inferior in her eyes. She will never tell you that, but that's how she is going to treat you. Women are weak creatures who are always looking to hide behind strong shoulders of men who can think independently and decide for themselves. I'm not saying you should not listen to your woman. In fact, you should, but make your own decision. If you choose to go with your woman's suggestions, even when deep in your heart you feel that another decision is wiser, you are in fact saying, I don't trust my own wisdom. You're weakening yourself by telling yourself this. You're weakening your woman's trust in you. Why should she trust your wisdom if you don't? Your friends, children, and business colleagues may love you, but they won't trust you since you do not trust yourself. This attitude of self-trust is going to push others to trust you. You may be wrong, but you're willing to find out, and that's growth from experience. You're open to listening to others, but at the end of the day, you will take responsibility for making your own decision. There is nobody else to blame. Number 4. Be willing to change everything in your life. When you're a little kid, your parents teach you how the world works. They will give you a financial lesson, relationship advice, and so on. You will grow up thinking that whatever you have been taught as a kid is the right thing. However, your parents aren't perfect. Your school isn't perfect either. What you have been taught about the world could be entirely wrong. A superior man knows that if he wants to succeed in this world, he should be ready to change everything in his life, including his deepest beliefs. Number 5. Don't use your family as an excuse. Many of my friends whom I know way before they got married and became parents were very ambitious. They would tell me all the great plans and goals they want to achieve, but as soon as they started a family, they became mediocre. And that's what often happens with people. If a man never discovers his deepest purpose or uses his family as an excuse, then his core becomes weak and he loses his purpose. His woman loses trust and sexual polarity with him, even though he may be putting much energy into parenting their children and doing the housework. You should do your absolute best to take care of your children and woman, but you should manage your time in such a way that you always find the time to pursue your goals and never give up on them just because you have started a family. Number 6. Superior men know the power of silence. When you're trying to impress people with words, the more you say, the more common you appear and the less in control. Even if you're saying something banal, it will seem original if you make it vague, open-ended. Superior people impress and intimidate by saying less. The more you talk, the more likely you're going to say something foolish. If you have read the 48 Laws of Power, you probably know the power of silence. To build a successful business, you need to be able to know how to deal with people, and silence is a skill that very few people have mastered. Your silence will put people in defensive situation and will make them say more and reveal about themselves and their intentions. By talking less, people will take your words more seriously and will listen to them more carefully, hence making them more valuable. Number 7. Superior men don't get lost in tasks and duties. Superior people are focused on the bigger picture. Whatever they are doing now is just part of a much bigger vision they are working on. But to complete their vision, they have to do the smaller tasks. However, their end goal is always in the back of their heads that drives them to keep working hard. It's not a problem to work in a low-paying job to pay your bills, like in a McDonald's. But if you get stuck there for the rest of your life, that becomes a problem. Superior people are not afraid to take jobs that the society might think are inferior, but they have a plan. They know that they aren't staying there forever. Once everyone is back home, superior people don't go to sleep. They finally start working on the projects that they feel passionate about, and once their projects succeed, they will leave behind that low-paying job for good. They're not afraid of failure because they know that they can take this journey again and again. I wanted to make this video longer and include another 7 signs of superior people, but I think this video is already too long. If you find this video helpful, I will definitely make part 2. If you have enjoyed this video, then check out the video that's appearing on the screen right now. And if you want to start investing, then check out our investing playlist that's there in the description. And now it's time to give this video the thumbs up that it deserves and subscribe if you are new around here. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.